Peace and blessings is real. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten Son, Yahushua, for allowing this word to come out. And I hope you sincere brothers and sisters is edified by this word. And the name of the lesson is called Sign of the End Times, Biblical News, Volume 254. And in this edition, we're going to speak about the fighting the second wave of COVID-19, better known as the coronavirus. As you all know, as of early this year, this COVID-19 situation really opened up all over the world. And we had our first wave late February, early March of 2020, and we saw the effect of that. In the process of dealing with the first wave of the COVID, you had a lot of cities, a lot of states close down everything. And then states like Florida and Louisiana were the few states, the first few states that reopened their bars and things of that nature. Well, they reopened, and now a lot of these bars and things like that have closed again. Right now, we are entering into the so-called winter season. And according to CDC and a lot of these COVID-19 health experts, health analysts are saying that when it comes to the second wave of COVID-19, it's going to be much worse than the first wave. The second wave of COVID-19 has been predicted to be much worse, just like the Spanish flu that was in 1918 that went all the way through to 1920. And they're predicting and pre-anticipating that the second wave of COVID-19 is going to be much worse than the first. And the thing about it is, when it comes to the winter months, which would be November, December, January, February, that is going to be the most critical time for the second wave of COVID, because it thrives in cold weather and it's easily to spread more. All right. So at the same time, it's going to be a tremendous rise in the infection. You see? So it's really, really, really finna get testy. Like we're really going to find out the lie from the jive. We're going to find out the lie from the jive, man, really soon. And you got these restaurants, these pubs, these bars, these nightclubs, these workout facilities, all these indoor closed settings. Those are the biggest risk for the second wave of COVID, which means at some point they're going to shut down these restaurants. They're going to permanently shut down these restaurants, pubs, nightclubs, bars, fitness centers. Yeah, they were shut down before and then reopened. And when this second wave come, man, it's going to be back to shut down again. It's going to be more lockdowns. It's going to be more, what we're going to call it, house arrest. Like COVID-19 is going to put people back on house arrest. There's going to be more restrictions. They're going to continue to have the mask mandate as well as practicing social distancing, man. This COVID-19 situation, man, could very well go into 2022. So the second wave, man, people need to really, really be on point, especially those that have compromised health systems, compromised immune systems. The winter time is going to be very critical, man. Very critical. The months of November, December, January, February is going to be very critical, man. And during those months is going to be the peak season of the second wave of the COVID, man. Because once again, it thrives in cold weather, man, where it spread more easily, man. We're going to bring a couple scriptures out, man, and as we get ready to close out this word. In 2 Timothy 3, verse 1, it tells you, in the last days, perilous times shall come. Terrible times shall come. Difficult, grievous, dangerous times shall come. And that's definitely speaking in terms of that second wave of the COVID. The Bible, it speaks about in the last days, which is the days we're living now, terrible, difficult, grievous, dangerous, perilous times shall come. So the hardships, the afflictions, the challenges, we are in those days, man. The not so pleasant conditions, we are in those days right now, man. So you sincere brothers and sisters, man, y'all better really take care of your health, man, and try to stay out of the way, because the second wave of this COVID is being predicted as being much worse than the first wave, especially the fact that we going into the winter season. So a lot of people are going to really be up against it this time, man. In Psalms 106 and 29, it says, it speaks about the Lord was provoked to anger with their inventions, with their deeds, with their works, with their endeavors, and plagues broke out upon them. Plagues. What's one of the biggest plagues? What's one of the biggest fatal diseases of late? It's this COVID-19, man. Cold-blooded, man. Cold-blooded. What's the name of the lesson? Sign of the End Times, Biblical News, volume 254. And in this edition, we're talking about the second wave of COVID-19, what we know as the coronavirus, man. And like I say, in the first wave, look how many people died from this disease, from complications of this disease. Think about that. A lot of people caught the COVID and damn near died, and then some did die. So if you already have health issues, man, you definitely don't want to get COVID, man. And that was dealing with the first wave. Now we're transitioning into the potential second wave. Man, this is going to be a real tough one, man. So, like I said, the last time something to this magnitude was out here in the world, it was the Spanish flu, man. And the second wave of the Spanish flu was worse than this first wave. And they are predicting the same effect of the second wave of COVID being much worse than the first wave. Because the first wave of COVID, we was kind of exiting the winter, going into spring season, spring and summer. But now the weather done changed. So this is why this is prime time. This is the prime season that COVID-19 is going to thrive, because COVID thrives in cold weather. You see that? And we're entering into the season of cold weather. So this is really going to be a challenge, man. And I'm telling you, man, people, I'm telling you, watch out.